Hey everybody, glad you made it. We're here in Pinchot State Forest, just leaving the trailhead for this south loop of the Pinchot Trail. I'm excited for this one. Got about 13 and a half miles on this one. I think All Trails has it listed at 13.4. So we're going to camp out overnight along Choke Creek, which I'm excited about. And we'll be seeing Choke Creek waterfalls along the way. Should be a nice little excursion today. Guys, I'm glad you made it, and I'll be talking to you along the way. Hey guys, so when I got to the trailhead today, we had a quick spot of rain that dropped the temperatures pretty quick, and I was wearing a shirt. And now I'm about a mile into the trail, and sun's back out again, started to warm up, so I stopped to take off my outer shirt. And after a mile out, come through this really interesting, I don't know, I'm calling it a meadow. Really very pretty. I haven't seen much wildlife out here yet, but it's still pretty. Like I said, I'm only a mile into the trail. So, all right guys, I'm going to keep it going, keep it moving. I didn't start the trail till about 12 o'clock. I was here, I was at the trailhead at about 11 o'clock, and then like I said, got hit with a hit and run kind of a rain, so I sat it out in my car for a few minutes. Ate my lunch up there and started at about 12 o'clock. So we're going to keep it going for today, trying to get at least 6 miles, hopefully more like 7.5 before I find a camp and call it a day. I'll see you guys a little bit further down trail. So we're up here about, I don't know, a little over a mile and a half, maybe a mile and 3/4 up the trail. Just took on probably, if memory serves, I took on the only significant hill of today to come up to the stone tower here. And you can see, well, it's a stone tower. I'm really not quite sure the history of this, or why it's here. Maybe it was a tower at one point, I don't know. Maybe if any of you guys know, you can put it in the comments and fill me in a little bit. Not exactly an established campsite up here. You can see here, so it looks like somebody was using it as a campsite. Got a bunch of broken glass. Thanks for nothing on that one. It looks like what was a couple of campfires up here at one point. Not my favoriteest thing. I'd rather stick to the established campsites, and I prefer to camp. It's a little rocky around here anyway, but I definitely prefer to camp out, closer to a water source for sure. So, but yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I'm going to keep it moving. Trying to get, I think the first campsites come in at about the 5 mile mark. Like I said, I'm just over a mile and a half in. But the ones I'm trying to get to is a little further in, probably closer to like 6.5, 7 miles, probably closer to 7 miles in. So that's it. I'll be seeing you guys a little further down, and I'm glad you're here. So I'm about 2.5 miles in, maybe a little bit better. Holding up pretty good. My pace is a little slower than I want it to be, but I guess it's all right. One of my complaints about this trail, it's a wonderful trail overall, but you can see in the springtime here, this trail tends to take on a lot of water. I purposely I'm heading clockwise on this trail, thinking I was avoiding the wet spots until tomorrow. You can see the trail here is pretty flooded out, and I'm going to wind up looping around it, but oh well, still enjoying myself nonetheless. All right guys, I'll see you a little bit further down. So I'm about, this is about 5.5 miles into this trail. I definitely wish this was a little further down, because this is one of my favorite sections of this trail. Just this whole grove of hemlocks. It's absolutely beautiful. There's some wonderful campsites. There's a fire pit behind me. Another one right across the stream here. Got a plentiful water. If I was doing this trail in the other direction, I would absolutely be camping here. But it's just not quite far enough down trail for me. We're about a half mile from the falls, from Choke Creek Falls. But man, it is beautiful down here. I gotta go across Well, I guess this is as good a spot as any here, but oop. I'll try not to fall. Yep, we made it across. Got another fire pit over here with a log for a sitting spot. Really very beautiful section here. Well, guys, we're at the beautiful Choke Creek Falls. Absolutely stunning. I was going to give myself a half hour or so to relax here, but just got an alert on my phone that says there's some almost a 50% chance of some thunderstorms rolling in after between 6 and 7. You got to roll in and roll out, so I'm going to try to get about a mile down trail. Find me a nice safe campsite, set up camp before those storms roll in. All right, guys. I'll be talking to you soon. Hey guys, so I managed to get a little bit further down trail, probably another half or 3/4 of a mile from the from Choke Creek waterfalls. The rain that was supposed to due in around 6 o'clock pushed back till around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, so it bought me a little bit of time to set up camp. Got a nice little spot over here right next to the creek. I got dinner made. All the stuff I might have gone through setting up camp, but kind of wanted to get it done in case these rains come, which is strange. Sun's still out, but looks like it's another one of those rogue storms coming through. So I'm gonna get some food in my belly and some more water in my system, and that's it. I'm gonna head off to bed. If I have anything to report before I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know, and I'll be seeing you guys a little bit later or tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Certainly is a good morning. Woke up about just before 6 o'clock. Listen to the sound of the stream. It's about 6:15, 6:20 now. I'm making breakfast, starting to pack up camp. Got to get a little caffeine in my system and get rolling. Got a little more than 6 miles to get out of here today. And yeah, it was a little bit of a rough night. I, like a damn fool, left all my tent stakes at home. So you can take a look over here that the tent's being held down by rocks that I stole out of the, I gotta put them back. They came out of the, from the little fire ring here. So, and then a storm rolled through, so the tent was, wasn't the most comfortable that it could have been last night, but made do with what we had. Still enjoyed being out here, so life is good. All right, guys, I'll only get all my camp chores done. I'll be talking to you once I hit the trail. I'll see you soon. All right, so we're all packed up and ready to go. It's wound up being a pretty nice campsite. It's not originally the one I had in mind when I started the hike. One of the fellow hiker that I met on the trail yesterday told me that the one I was thinking of going to had a couple of ground hornets nests right near the campsite. Probably wasn't a good idea that I stayed. So this one was about a 1/4 mile short of the one I originally wanted to stay at, so not really a big deal. And really very nice, just here along the creek. Fire pit that I didn't use. Did have a thunderstorm that rolled through last night. Kept me awake a little bit, but the tent managed to keep me dry for the most part. Didn't quite put some of my stuff away well enough to accommodate for a thunderstorm, so some of my things were a little wet waking up this morning, but live and learn, I guess. So you can see, excuse me, there's the camp. This is the campsite, and the trail is right here, so just off trail, and we're going to continue on this way to get ourselves back home. We got about 6.1 or 6.3, something like that. But so it's about 8 o'clock and we're on our way. I'll be seeing you guys along the way, and thank you guys again for joining me. All right, so about about a mile and a quarter from where I camped out last night. Been at it for a little bit now, and still following along Choke Creek. Some beautiful spots along this creek here, and some beautiful campsites. There's plenty of campsites around here. The next time I do this trail, I'll make it a point to try to give myself a little more time. Maybe I'll try to do this over 2 nights instead of just one, and that way I can mark all the campsites and give a better description of of what the campsite is like, and hammocks, and whether it's a hammock site or a tent site, and how many people you can get in there, that kind of information. Next time I do it, I just didn't think about it this trip, so yeah, just still plugging away and enjoying every second along the creek. Well, as it happens, I put my head down for a little too long while I was out there hiking today, and I missed a turn. So, but all for the best. I wound up here, little parking area along Tannery Road, and by looking at the All Trail maps, I just got to head up Tannery Road by about 500 yards, and I'll be at my car. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it instead of double backing. So, all right, guys, that's the end of this one. Pinchot Trail is an excellent trail. This is the South Loop, 13 miles, really nice trail, plenty of campsites, various sizes. If you're a hammock camper or a tent camper, I don't think it matters. You'll find what you need out here. Choke Creek was absolutely beautiful. The waterfalls were beautiful. Highly recommended this trail. I do this one at least once a year, and I hope you guys can make it out and enjoy this trail on your own. Guys, I'll be talking to you soon. Hope you guys have a great one.